1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 15, 20. I'll give her, look, I'll be generous today, y'all. I'll give her 60. 61 or 62. Hopefully she's happy with 63. But no further than that. This isn't a tight race. They have to cheat. It has to be rigged. Y'all laughing. I'm serious. But this is why their rallies look like that. Because they talk to them like little children. Like kids. Like little boys and little girls. Look, this is how they talk to their voter base. Look.
Are you ready? Let's hear it loud and clear like we said. Mr. Trump, Mr. Vance, please mind your own business. Oh, that was excellent.
This is why it looks like this. I'm telling you. You know, you can't compare it. I'm telling you. A new way forward. No, we're not going back. Throw the collard greens in the bathtub from what has been unburdened from the significance of the passage of time. No, you can't compare it to this. I'm sorry. Wow. You can't compare it to this. After today, I don't want to hear about any more crowd sizes. I don't care how many they have to bus in. Because we know they're busing them in. You know, we know somebody's getting paid off. They're getting money. I'm telling you, we already know. I think every last allegation that they've been talking about is true. You know, even with the illegals being paid to hold up signs. I'm telling you.
That's cool.
You don't see not one bus. Not one. But look at this. And y'all know I had to make a video about it. Come on now. Y'all stop all that laughing. Everybody's been tagging me in this photo. Everybody. Every last one of you guys have tagged me in on this photo. A new way forward. We're not going back. Again, this might be one of the worst tickets we will ever have. The Harris Walls ticket. Tampon Timmy. Kamala, communist, comrade. You know, we're running off joy. Identity politics is their last hope. And it's got so bad. All they can talk about now is January 6th, J6. That's their only old talking point when we all know what happened. And like I say, hands behind your back, especially you, Nancy. Yeah. And matter of fact, ma'am, breathe, blow. Your breath is hot. Blow in this walkie-talkie. You've been drinking a lot tonight, ma'am. Hands behind your back, Nancy Pelosi. Hands behind your back, all of you. And there's a whole list of them. Old Smiling Barack, Big Mike, you know, Jack Smith, Big Fanny with that mattress. We know them tax dollars is in that mattress. And your lover, Letitia James, all those corrupt judges, the DAs, everybody. Hands behind your back. Hillary, we ain't forgot about you, Hillary, with that big bottle of hot sauce. She thought she could get the black vote in 2016 carrying around hot sauce in that purse. Talking about it's working. Yeah. There's just no way. Look, I'm telling y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm telling you, I'll give her 60. 60 max. 60. And look, for her to fill the place up, they got to bust them in. They're running off hope. joy, pride. You know? And tons of these voters, after they watched the JD Vance, Tim Walz debate, a lot of them fell in love with JD Vance. They not getting on not another bus. They not getting on not another bus. Cause see, they ride the same bus to the next rally. No. Some of these people done got off the bus, y'all, after watching that debate. Yeah, I'll be real with you. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you the proof. And I tell you now, I know she's hot. She's hot right now, y'all, because this fella here has. Let's be honest. Let's be real now. I know a lot of y'all people, and then they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't care for the truth. They want to run from the truth. They hide from the truth. But the truth is, this fella here has sunk, has dried out, has ended her campaign. This fella here. You know, oh, Kamala has nothing to do with the last 3.5, 4 years. Joe says, stop all that lying. Yes, she does.
There have obviously been a number of crises that the country has been facing over the past several days with the hurricane, with the port strike, with the situation in the Middle East. Can you talk about how your vice president, who is running for the presidency, has worked on these crises and what role she has played over the past several days?
Well, I'm in constant contact with her. She's aware we're singing from the same song sheet. She helped pass all the laws that are being employed now. She was a major player in everything we've done, including passage of legislation which we were told we could never pass. And so she's been, and her staff is interlocked with mine in terms of all the things we're doing.
Kamala and Biden says, come on in, y'all. Free healthcare, free food. It's wide open. Free housing, luxury hotels. Forget about it. Hey, we got you. But what about we the people? We'll take care of y'all later. Go stand in line. We got these illegals in front of y'all. Shh. What about the veterans? What about the people that made the ultimate sacrifice? Come on. Get in the line. But Trump comes out, America first. They bash him. Trump says America first, and they find that they take his words and spin it. He's a racist. He's a nasty man. Project 2025. Dictator on day one. Because he puts America first. Because he talks about the veterans. Because he talks about things that shouldn't be happening. Because he calls things a disgrace. Because he says they are incompetent. Mentally impaired. Yeah, I agree with him. You might not like how he comes off, how he says it. You might not like the mean tweets. But he's been right about everything. Sorry to tell you that. Look what's going on in America right now. He's been right about everything. And this fella just came on here and confirmed it. Dropped his snow cone on the floor. A cheap fake, a deep fake. 81 million votes. 81 million. 81 million.
We can't afford 4 more years of this.
He said it the best. Her VP said, Tampon Timmy, her VP, her running mate said it the best.
We can't afford 4 more years of this.
Ready? Let's hear it loud and clear like we said. Mr. Trump, Mr. Vance, please mind your own business. Oh, that was excellent.
This is why it looks like this. I'm telling you. That's why if somebody was talking to me like that, I wouldn't show up either. I wouldn't come. I wouldn't even go out and vote if somebody was speaking to me like that. If I was a lifelong Democrat, yeah, I'd be trying to find one reason to agree with Trump with. Just, can I agree with Trump? And then you watch that VP debate and like, okay, I like this JD Vance. That's how I feel like a lot of people feel right now. They watched that JD Vance debate, and a lot of people fell in love with what the Republicans were kicking. I'm just saying. We see it all in the polls now. They are skyrocketing right now after JD Vance mopped the floor with Tim Walz. You know. Again, y'all, I'm gonna give her 60. I don't even think it's 60 people. You know, but I'm gonna give her 60. I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna be kind and generous. You know, I just don't see it, man. But right now, this picture, everybody's reposting this picture and it's trending around the world. A lot of y'all done tagged me in it. But I'm not surprised with all this stuff, man. You know, there isn't a new way forward. There isn't an opportunity economy. I'm tired of hearing about dreams and aspirations. I'm tired of people ducking and dodging and hiding. Why, you know, and then you wonder why you go out there and you're nervous and shaking out your shoes when it comes to debate time, because y'all been dodging, ducking, and hiding the whole time. The lack of interviews, the lack of talking to, you know, we the people have answers, have questions, and we need answers. You haven't given us the answers. But that Trump is just a bad man. That nothing but lies and brainwashing. That Trump's this, and that. It's a bunch of crap, man. But I believe it's going to be too big to rig, y'all. Too big to rig. But again, the way they've been speaking to people, I wouldn't show up to not one. I repeat, Kamala Harris could never do this. Kamala, communist, comrade, chameleon. Miss Harris couldn't do this. So sorry to hurt your feelings. She cannot do this, y'all. No matter how much she changes her fake accent, you know, how to appeal, you know, there's nothing she can do to have this much support. Sorry. You haven't answered a question. It's nothing but word salads. Can't go off script. Can't go off your teleprompter. We don't care if you was a prosecutor. We don't care about your middle class story. We're tired of hearing the same thing. She could never do this. And I believe them beautiful Patriots, man, is going to have it to where it's going to be too big to rig. And that's what it has to be, man. Telling y'all, they're going to have to, I'm telling y'all, I'm so serious.
Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. So you guys have heard me ask this question a couple times during this election season, or I guess the second election season. We had the Biden season, now we have the Kamala season. I've said the same thing so many times. Where are you, Kamala? Come out, wherever you are. She's been totally MIA, essentially this entire time since announcing she's running for president or taking over after Joe Biden handed over the reins. But honestly, I think we're directing that question in the wrong direction. We shouldn't be asking where's Kamala, we should be asking where are the Kamala supporters? Because supposedly they're everywhere. I mean, according to the media's narrative, we should be going to bed scared, fearful, unable to get good, deep sleep because every time we close our eyes, we see Kamala supporters. I see Kamala people. But the reality is, it's almost as if they don't exist. Outside of highly partisan circles, they seem to be almost non-existent. And so really that's where the mystery lies. You know, why does Kamala have to bus people into her rallies? Why did Kamala Harris go to the Permanente Bros in Pennsylvania only to kick out all of the patrons, most of them Trump supporters, so she could bus in again a bunch of Kamala supporting patrons to create that little photo op? Why is that happening? It just seems so odd. Supposedly Kamala's got all this hype, she's got so so many people, once again, 81 million blue anon shills are just waiting in the woods to cast that ballot for Kamala Harris. But the more information I get, the more, frankly, conspiratorial I get. I'm not sure these people exist. Once again, we got another viral video of the mainstream media trying to locate a single Kamala supporter. Another humiliating disaster for the clown show that is this Kamala campaign. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so here we go. Fox Business takes us to Newark, New Jersey, speaking to ILA workers who are on strike, trying to get an idea for where the political winds are shifting. Take a look.
How many folks support Vice President Harris? Any hands? No hands.
Wow. Did y'all see the face that the lady's making? They're like,
Okay. It's nobody's business. It's nobody's business, says one man. So there you go.
Says one man.
I tried Maria, and
interesting.
Fine.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow. Interesting. Well.
Holy frickin' moly. Not a single one. That's totally unbelievable. These are union workers in New Jersey, for Pete's sakes. Not a single person raised their hands. This guy, frankly, I think had the perfect energy. Arms crossed, not having it. You know, picture, body language says 1,000 words. That right there tells you all that you need to know. Nobody likes Kamala Harris. It's been nothing but media manufactured. And by the way, this is the second time this happened. We had another embarrassing event happen on one of these news networks not too long ago, very similar.
We had so much fun, but what was really incredible is in every single restaurant of the people willing to talk to us, we could only find one Harris supporter in every restaurant, and we left no stone unturned. I approached every single person.
I'm sure a lot of you guys remember that clip where one of these leftist outlets had to go to multiple venues to find a single Kamala supporter. It's almost as if they don't exist. It's insane. I'm just not seeing it, literally and figuratively. I mean, I'm literally not seeing Kamala supporters, and in the other sense, I'm just not seeing how Kamala Harris can possibly win this election. You know, it's like I said in the previous video I just recorded, I think what we're seeing is total demographic collapse. How can Kamala Harris possibly win if she's shedding her most important voters? I mean, where's she making up the deficit? That's what I'm asking myself. Kamala Harris surges in the polls. Everybody's supporting Kamala Harris. Meanwhile, the news can't find a single Kamala voter. Kamala Harris is surging in the polls, everyone. Good news. Meanwhile, she's performing worse with black voters in some of these polls than Joe Biden was. And don't even get me started on young voters. You know, that's another thing that's totally perplexing to me. You know, these Democrats seem to have put such an emphasis on young voters. Young voters will carry us to the promised land. Young voters save the nation from fascism in 2020. Blah, blah, frickin' blah. Democrats act as if they have a monopoly of support from young voters because their progressive policies are so forward-thinking, yada, yada, yada. But meanwhile, this is happening.
How is Vice President Harris performing with young voters compared to how President Biden did in 2020?
Some numbers, Anderson, to help with that question. Number one, just look at this choice for president. I want to stretch this out a little bit. Excuse me for turning my back. This is a recent New York Times Siena poll. It shows Donald Trump and the vice president tied among voters aged 18 to 29. Joe Biden carried that group by 24 points in 2020 in the exit polls. From being on the ground, remember, when you poll a smaller subgroup in a poll, there's a bigger margin of error. I can't quite believe it's a tie from being on the ground several times in Michigan, but there's no question the vice president is doing better than President Biden was doing earlier this year, when a lot of young voters didn't want him to be the candidate anymore. But she's not doing as well as he did back in 2020. There's no doubt about that. Absolutely no doubt about it.
How can Kamala Harris possibly win if she's tied with young voters and down basically 20 points from where Joe Biden was with the same demographic? You know, make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. And I keep seeing videos of college campuses popping up with all kinds of young voters wearing MAGA hats and openly celebrating their support for Donald Trump.
We're back here.
Yeah, hey, get my friends back here. Shout out to him. Yeah.
Can we get some Trump?
Yeah.
Charlie. Everybody's MAGA, baby. You guys see why I played this video? You shot a little hard, man, but you guys see why I played this video? They are going to have to rig it up. This is why the term "too big to rig" is a viral saying. Too big to rig. You know, the tide has turned for a lot of people. A lot of people are sick and tired, man. Sick and tired. And again, this might be the Harris Walls ticket, might be one of the worst tickets we will ever see in our lifetime. And we encourage all you to go out, register, and go out and vote. You just can't make this up, man. You just can't make it up. I love y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like on the button. Here's the liberal half man. I had to play this video because I was like, man. I watched it before I showed it to y'all. I was like, man, you just can't make this up. And some of these clips I've already shown you guys in previous videos. You know, it's just after we've done our whole analyzation, after everything we've done, we've done over 1,000 videos on this election, over 1,000 videos, thousands of videos, from both sides. There's just no way, y'all. There is no way Trump doesn't clean house, man. Sorry. Unless they and rig it up. I'm just saying. So it has to be too big to rig. But I love y'all, and I will catch you beautiful people in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all. Prayers for Trump in the comment section as well, man, because we don't know what to expect next. Boy.